Hey guys, Gaddock Teeg here, and this is the SWTOR Weekly Digest for July 12th, 2013. Start your patchers and find the nearest polling place. This week was a busy one, so let's cut the chatter and check out the Gold Post summary. Headlines this week were obviously dominated by the release of patch 2.2.2. Top billing goes to the release of Nightmare Mode Scum and Villainy, and the debut of the final pack in the second Cartel Pack shipment, the Mogul's Contraband Pack. This pack has some decent looking stuff, especially the new mini Sarlacc pet, but overall it looks pretty weak in comparison to the stellar Archon's Contraband Pack. BioWare also released a trailer to celebrate the release of the new Nightmare Mode, but they continue the tradition of going all style over substance, showing us nothing that hasn't already been in game for months. As with any major patch, there are quite a few bugs to watch out for, probably most annoying of which is the bug preventing the chat box from fading out when not active. Other smaller issues include planetary comms improperly being capped at 80 instead of 100, the achievement tracker getting locked on achievements even after they've been completed, and the jump animations being pretty wonky in several situations. This is pretty par for the course at this point, and BioWare seems to have fixes for several of these issues already in the works, and have them slated for upcoming patches. I'm interested to see how Nightmare Mode Scum and Villainy stacks up against the very sporadically difficult Terror from Beyond. More on that in future shows, no doubt. In addition to the normal game update, the public test server was also updated this week, allowing players to teleport to the new daily areas on CZ198. Still no copy to the PTS, but Amber Green confirms they will be going live soon for patch 2.3 testing. I've done videos featuring both the Republic and Imperial sides of the daily area, so click the annotations on screen to get a more in-depth look at the areas, as they stand on the PTS right now. Probably the biggest and most interesting news coming from BioWare this week was the announcement of the Class Representative program. BioWare is asking for one representative from each advanced class to become an ambassador for their class. The ambassadors must be nominated on their respective class forums to be entered in the final ballot, which will be voted on by forum goers. Once selected, these players will be expected to collect community concerns and boil them down to the three biggest ones. Currently, the plan is for the combat team, along with the community team, to field these questions at a rate of 4 advanced classes per month. Reps will have a one-turn limit to prevent reps from getting fat and happy, which is probably a good thing. After much community discussion, Eric Musco added further guidelines to the questions that reps will pose to the devs. Of the 3 questions, one must be PvE-based, one must be PvP-based, and one can be from anything the community has on its mind. A nice change that will hopefully ensure both sects of the game get some love every time. Overall, I think this is a good idea that I hope will not be ruined by the small percentage of players who actually use the SWTOR forums, and I definitely encourage more community interaction in a very controlled way. Hopefully this is a smashing success and we don't end up with a bunch of reps complaining Class X is OP, nerf them blocks. I personally want to encourage all of you to support Geldarian for the Slinger Sniper representative position. He's a great guy, definitely cares about the game, and I know he'd be great in the position. Maybe next time I'll run. Finally, players are questioning why free-to-play players still have no access to the forums almost 9 months after the game has gone free-to-play. Eric Musco responded, stating that the problem is moderation. Allowing players to quickly sign up for a new account just to troll these forums is obviously a dangerous sounding situation, but my gut says it couldn't be much worse than the forums as they are now. There are plenty of other sites that have only slightly regulated forums, and they seem to be doing just fine. I say we give it a try, and if it becomes the wretched hive of scum and villainy, then we do away with it. No harm in giving it a shot, right? That's all the headlines from this week. As always, if you like what you've seen, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any SWTOR video coverage. Until next week, this is Gaddock Teeg signing off.